Okay, guys, welcome back. Okay, so in this lecture, we are going to talk about a few more examples on conversions from one form of prefix to another. All right. So now, in the previous lecture, we did from bigger to smaller prefixes, and this time we are dealing with the prefixes that have a negative power of 10. Correct. So now we are going to do the same thing, negative powers of 10, and this time we're going to go from smaller prefix to a larger prefix, meaning a prefix that has a more negative power of 10 to a prefix which has a less negative power of 10. So now let's say how to convert 1 micrometers is equal to how many millimeters. Okay, now you need to again know the meaning of micro and milli first. Micro is 10 raised to the power minus 6, milli is 10 raised to the power of minus 3. Now, once you know the meanings, you can just split them out. Okay, so this micro can be written as 10 raised to the power of minus 6 meters. You can just replace it. Now we need to convert this minus 6 into minus 3. So in order to do that, just split it up. Okay, when you've converted, when you splitted it up into 10 raised to the power minus 3, what is left over here? Well, the thing that's left is actually you're just gonna add 3 to the minus 6, which you already had, meaning you're just gonna remove the 3 from it, and you're left with minus 3, right? If you're left with minus 3, that's the power that you are left with, according to the basic law of indices. Okay, now minus 3 actually means milli, and 1 raised to the power of minus 3. This minus 3, 10 raised to the power minus 3 has been replaced by milli, and this 10 raised to the power minus 3 is copied as it is. So the answer becomes, you can write it in this form, you can leave it in this form. Yeah, the examiner would prefer your answer in 2 significant figures or 3 significant figures. Okay, so 1 micrometers is actually equal to 1 raised to the power minus 3 millimeters. Okay, and this, you guys know that this can also be simplified further, 1, 2, 3, because it's negative. You can move the sign, the decimal to the left hand side. You've jumped it 3 times, and there are two empty semicircles right over here, so that our number becomes 0.001 in that case. Okay, so 0.001 millimeters is equal to 1 micrometers. Now let's take another example. How many nanometers? Okay, let's start out from nanometers. 1 nanometer is equal to how many, let's say, decimeters. All right, so this is a very big difference. Now let's see, how can we do the conversion? Nano means 10 raised to the power of minus 9. Deci means 10 raised to the power of minus 1. All right. Now, let's do the conversion. So again, just replace the nano by 10 raised to the power of minus 9 and meters right over here. Now, what you need to do is just split it into 10 raised to the power minus 1. 10 raised to the power minus 1 is right over here. How many units are left? 9 minus 1 is 8, right? So you're going to keep the minus 8 right over here. It's going to be 1 meters, correct? Now this 10 raised to the power minus 1 can be written as decimeters, whereas this is going to become 1.0 raised to the power of minus 8 decimeters. Again, the answer is given to 2 significant figures. So 1 nanometers is actually equal to 1 raised to the power of minus 8 decimeters. Let's try one more example. Okay, if you've got, okay, let's try centimeters conversion to millimeters. Okay, so basically 1 centimeters is how many millimeters. Now this time, first of all, you need to identify what have I given you. This is actually not small to big, but rather it's big to small. Okay, because centi actually means 10 raised to the power minus 2. Milli means 10 raised to the power of minus 3, and we are going from bigger number to smaller number, because I told you the more negative the number is, the smaller it is, and the less negative the power is, the bigger it is. Now once you've gotten this these values, what you can do is you can just replace the centi by 10 raised to the power of minus 2 meters. Now you need to convert it into millimeters, right? You need to convert it into 10 raised to the power of minus 3. So what you can do is you can just multiply the entire thing by 10 raised to the power of minus 3 and divided by 10 raised to the power minus 3 at the same time. Okay, because they'll get cancelled out, and they'll actually give you the same thing. So we've not actually changed the answer, but rather we've written it in a different format. Now this 10 raised to the power of minus 3 can also be replaced by milli, because it actually means milli. Okay, 10 raised to the power minus 3 means milli, and this 10 raised to the power minus 3, which is in the denominator, it can be reciprocated, can be taken to the numerator side, okay, it can go up, it can be reciprocated. When you reciprocate anything, its power, it switches signs, okay, and it was negative first, now it's gonna become positive, and after it becomes positive, the final answer that you get is gonna be 3 minus 2, 10 raised to the power of 3 minus 2, which is actually 10 millimeters. So 1 centimeters actually equals 10 millimeters. Correct. This was about the conversion from one prefix to another and how to write a normal number into prefix form. Now let's look at the summary of what we've done so far in the previous lectures and in this lecture as well. Now basically you guys, okay, let me just first list down the prefixes. 10 raised to the power of 9, 6, 3, 10 raised to the power of minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, then minus 6, and then finally minus 9. All right, first of all, pause the video here for a bit and try naming them out yourself. Okay, now I'll name them. 10 raised to the power of 9 is giga, 6 is mega, 3 is kilo. Kilo, remember this is a lowercase k, okay? Minus 1 is deci, it's a lowercase d. This is milli, oh sorry, not milli, this is centi. Okay, lowercase c. This is milli, this is micro, and this is nano. Now, you've named them. Now, let me give you a short trick of conversion. Okay, and this trick is going to be very helpful while you'll be doing your MCQs. Whenever you are going from a larger number to a smaller number, the first trick applies for this case. Okay, meaning you're going from any number above to a number below, or you're going for over here, or you're going over here, you're going anywhere down there. So this trick is going to be applied. Now basically, for example, if I'm going from giga to kilo, remember one thing: when you're going from larger to smaller number, the smaller number that you'll get, it will have a larger numerical value. Okay, its number will be larger as compared to the larger number. The number will be larger. Okay, I'll explain what I mean. This will have a smaller numerical value always. For example, if you talk about giga and kilo, previously I told you that 1 gigameters is actually equal to 10 raised to the power of 6 kilometers. Correct? How did I know this? If you look at the number over here, it's 10 raised to the power of 6, which actually means 6 zeros next to the 1, and over here the number is just 1. Correct? The number is large and the number is small. Okay, how did I know that it's 10 raised to the power of 6? Well, that's simple. Just look at their powers. The power is 9, the power is 3. What's the difference between their powers? 9 minus 3 is 6, right? So the smaller value that we'll have is gonna be 10 raised to the power of 6 kilometers. Simple. Let's try another example. If I'm going from giga to mega, okay, find out their difference. It's 3, right? 9 minus 6 is 3. If 9 minus 6 is 3, then 1 gigameters actually equals 10 raised to the power of 3 megameters, which is 1000 megameters. Simple. Do the same thing. If you want to go from, let's say, mega to kilo, then what would you do? Again, mega to kilo is going from larger to small, right? From mega to kilo, again, find the difference. It's 3, right? So 1 megameters is actually equal to, again, 10 raised to the power of 3 kilometers. Simple. This also applies if you're going from positive number to a negative number. Okay, meaning, sorry, not positive, negative number. If you're going from a positive power to a negative power, okay, this also applies then. All right, so what's the difference in between them? For example, if I were to ask you 1 gigameters is actually equal to how many centimeters? This is a very large difference. Now let's find that out. You're going to just subtract them, okay? You're going to just subtract them, find the difference. So 9 minus, and its power is minus 2. The difference is 11. 9 plus 2 is going to become 11. So 1 gigameter is actually equal to 10 raised to the power of 11 centimeters. Okay? Now, if you want to go somewhere over here to nanometers, from gigameters to nanometers, which is actually the largest difference that we can have from this table. Okay, so if you are going from 1 gigameters to nanometers, which is actually again from large to small, find the difference again. Giga means 10 raised to the power of 9. Nano means 10 raised to the power of -9. What's the difference between their power? It's going to be 9 minus -9. And it's going to get added and it's going to become 18. Correct? So it's going to be 1 gigameters is equal to 10 raised to the power of 18 nanometers. Correct? So you can keep on going and going, and you can keep converting it this way. But remember, this is only possible when you are coming from any number that's large to any number that's small. What if you are going from a smaller number to a larger number? We need to do that as well. So let me erase this out. Okay, so if you're going from a smaller number to a larger number, okay. Guys, I'll do that in the next lecture, okay? When you are going from a smaller number to a larger number, meaning you're going from the lower side to the upper side, okay? Try figuring that out yourself first and then watch the next lecture that I'm gonna upload. Thank you so much.